what I'm going to say here was first reported by Foster Nicholas from the Baylor area, and also Justin McLeod from Division One, as in like he covers Division One softball, as on the website. If y'all are not familiar with him already, give him a follow on X to keep up with this Division One softball stuff. Baylor two-way star Aaliyah Binford is in the transfer portal. She was named the 2024 Division One softball comeback player of the year and is a two-time All Big 12 honoree. I don't know whether or not NIL is involved in this or not. It's possible that it is, but I'm not going to speculate that it's for sure that way. And I'll go into like the roster later and all this, but first I want to go over her background. She's a grad. She's a 6-year senior from New Braunfels, Texas, at 5'7" tall as a pitcher / infielder. So she could do both. Now I'm going to go over the numbers, and I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And she did start 52 times, and she had a batting average of 272, 34 hits out of 125 at-bats with a 400 batting average. I mean, slugging percentage. And all this. 15 of those when she got on base, she scored 3 home runs, 21 RBI, 50 total bases. 7 of those hits, by the way, were doubles. 6 bases on balls, 2 hit by a pitch, 25 strikeouts, which was second most on the team last year, 316 on base percentage. She did have 2 sacrifice hits, 6 sacrifice bunts, like out of 7 attempts. In terms of fielding, she has a fielding percentage of 987. Of course, you want to get that close as to 1.0 as much as possible, but still a good percentage. Only 1 error, and 61 assisted. 13 of those were putouts. Now, as a pitcher, she stepped up because Darion Orm couldn't pitch that much. She didn't pitch that much last year. She was still recovering from the injury from the year before, and all this. And now you lose to 2 pitchers that led you to the Super Regionals a year ago, because Riley Crandall is at Oklahoma State, if you don't know that already. Now, Aaliyah Binford, we don't know where she's going to go. It's anybody's guess. She had a 3.23 ERA, 13-12 in wins and losses, in 31 appearances, 23 of those being starts as a pitcher. She does have like 2 and 1 in shutouts, and in 2 saves, and 12 complete games. By the way, in 153 and 2/3 innings, she allowed 141 hits, and she did allow 82 runs scored, but 71 were earned. 74 bases on balls, which is the most on the team, but 154 strikeouts. That's the most on the team. 12 of those hits were doubles, 2 triples, 14 home runs. So batting average, 240. 10 wild pitches, 8 by hit by a pitch, 3 sacrifice flies allowed, and 4 sacrifice hits allowed. That's all the stats right there that I'm going to mention. And I'm going to go over what does this mean for the team. We all know Darion Orm is back for next year, and Lily Walker transferred to Baylor, as we all know. And I already spoke about her accolades, what she's done at Duke. I think she's going to really help this team, especially now the loss of Aaliyah Binford. There is a possibility, and I'm not going to say this is definitely the case or not. I'm not going to say this as the for sure case. It could be. It's just a scenario. She might have been passed up by both of them. There is that legit case right there, and she could have been passed up as an infield. I don't know. Maybe NIL was involved. I don't know. So, you could now cross her off the list on the roster for 2025. Even though technically it shows that right now, that could very well, it's going to change unless she decides, oh, I'm coming back to Baylor. I wouldn't think, it's more times than not when somebody enters that they really come back to the original school. I'm just saying that. And we already know that Orm and Walker should be 1 and 2. I mean, they're definitely the top 2 options. Now, there is the opportunity for somebody to step up as the 3rd best pitcher. Whether it's Ava Knoll, I know she hasn't done a lot at like last year, and there's obviously Casey West that could step up at pitcher, and we do have like 2 freshmen that could get to that point and like that could like really be up there as like Lexi Warnicki and Sadie Ross, and both of those are freshmen. Like, by the way, and Lexi is a 2nd-year freshman, as in like a redshirt freshman. Who knows what really happened here? It's anybody's guess. But I still feel good about the pitching staff for Baylor for next year. It's still a good feeling about the staff overall, because of the look at the backgrounds for the 2, like the redshirt freshman and the freshman, when you look at it, and then add Casey West to the mix. I don't know about Ava Knoll being the number 3 option, but I think the other pitchers could be that number 3 option. So it is not a bad problem to have on who's going to be the number 3. I just think Binford wanted more playing time. I have to think that. Either that or NIL in all this. And I'll dive into like when the softball season gets around gets hit there, when the season starts or close to it. I'll break down this roster and then break down like the ceiling and the floor for the team. But I'm still confident that they're going to be an NCAA tournament team. There's just too much talent to not be an NCAA tournament team, unless so many injuries pile up, which we cannot foresee happening. And maybe though those other pitchers besides Lily Walker and Orm really pushed Binford to the point of passing her. Who knows? We're going to have to wait and see what happens from here. And I'll go like the number of players, the number of seniors and all that. Now that's 1 less senior. Just to let y'all know. This is a quick FYI and what does this mean. And obviously I still feel good about the infield too, even with the loss of Binford. Look at the other players we got that are either coming back, first of all, either from injury from a year ago, or played a lot last year. Then you add Govan to the, then you add like some other players that are new. So I am not so worried about that. And I know this is a blow in terms of stats from last year. But Baylor softball is going to be fine. I know they will be. And it could still host the regionals for next year's NCAA tournament. Okay, enough rambling here. I just want to give a quick FYI. Aaliyah Binford's in the transfer portal. And that's that. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. On the road to 7 subscribers, goals ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So my money out the scores like video. Comment video really helps YouTube algorithm so more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well.